What's up, YouTube? It's Dakota back with another weekly trading review. This week, going through the week of July 2023, the 3rd through the 7th. And if this is your first time hopping on these videos, I'll just go through my performance for the previous week, see what I could do better, see the areas that I can improve moving forward. So, starting with the summary. I took 6 trades. I had 0 wins, 6 losses. Had a negative 7.09 R multiple and a negative 2.73% gain. This was exactly what I didn't want to happen. After the winning streak, going on a losing streak. So when a losing streak happened, regardless, got to get out of it. Just following the same trend, following the sine wave. It looks like. But may have to trade less. Noticing at specific times of the month, my performance is tanking compared to other times of the month. So I may just trade specific times of the month in order to capitalize on those bigger move opportunities so I can get less red days. Now, on Monday, I took AUDJPY. Took this trade because it was H1 bullish flag at the previous high. Let's go ahead and do this. At the previous high, executed with the manual entry, and my SL ended up being hit. I could have done better by waiting for a previous low to be taken out first. Let's go ahead and look at this. Let's go ahead and look at this on the default so I can zoom in. So looking at this impulsive bullish move here, and then got this correction and looking for this 3-legged move to happen, I initially took the position at as price broke this low initially, but it didn't quite hit the daily level that I was looking for to test. And then price after entering after that candle, price 2 candles later wicked out at that level that I was looking for to activate at, and ultimately pushed up as I was looking for it to do. So could have done better by just waiting for that price to actually be activated, price to go a little bit lower, for that low to be completely taken out. But that was the setup overall. And also another thing for this setup, this is on the fund. Since it was on the funded account, I could have set a shorter target here at this next daily level instead of looking for price to push past this level. I was going for this target here because I initially had a position here on my personal account and a ton of ads in here, in a lot of places here. So I was looking for price to scale up to that point for a swing move. It ultimately didn't. It ended up failing this high here and then taking back down. Actually, another high up a little bit further. Now on Tuesday, I have AUDJPY. Looking for price to break through the highs. This is an annex position. Buy stop at the level, and then SL was hit. Took a minus negative 1.8 R due to slippage. I don't move my stops at all, so if I have a loss that's higher than 1 R, it's because of slippage. So this is the area that we were just looking at after this initial move here. Price came here, and I was looking for these highs to be broken and for price to continue to push up. I was actually playing off of some news here as well, and ended up going the other way, unfortunately. But not much I could do here to combat that. I couldn't cut my trade early or anything like that. It was just immediately tanked, so not much I could do here. Then again, AUDJPY was really focused on this pair for this week. Single leg JCP after aggressive drop, executed with a manual entry, and then SL was hit. Now, I shouldn't be trading this setup. Specifically, I took this setup out of my system for the third quarter. Simply because I didn't get it too often in the second quarter, and it's a low performing setup. So shouldn't have taken this position. But I really wanted to be in the market, and Ended up taking it anyway against my better judgment. So got this impulsive move here. This is trading off the 1 minute time frame. Impulsive movement here, testing this previous high, looking for price to push up. We got failure of this level here. So was looking for the push up. Initially got that push, and then we got failure, and price just tanked down. On very unwise trade. Not a good trade at all. That's probably the only the worst trade I took all week. Gold, why did I take this position? Single leg aggressive drop. Oh, after aggressive drop. So after the news, yeah, this is immediately after the news of this position. Didn't see that as sustainable movement to the downside, so I was looking to for a buy position after that unsustainable movement, but just couldn't get a good enough opportunity. A better opportunity would have been a 3-legged setup, but that didn't come, so shouldn't have taken the position in the situation. So I got to be better with defining how I'm actually going to trade these type of situations instead of just immediately going down to the 1 minute and trying to identify something. It'd be better if I'm solid off of 5 minute because that's the time frame I actually trade. Had to go back there real quick. Now to gold. Why did I take this trade? Dipping dot setup with daily bearish engulfing candle. Why did I execute, or how did I execute manual entry, early cut? Didn't get the price action I wanted to see on a JCP or inverse setup, which was not the trade which was not the setup. This setup was not a JCP or an inverse setup. It was a Dippin' Dot, and while trading it, I didn't trade it like a Dippin' Dot. It's based off the daily time frame, so hourly price action is less important when it comes to the entry. How I could have done better is actually hold this trade, know the trade that I'm actually in. The reason I traded like a JCP, which was looking for price action off a certain level, is because on the lower time frame there was a JCP. So JCP is an impulse and correction. So got this impulse, got this correction with multi legs here. I consider it 3 legs here, and this is my entry off of this daily level. And looking for price to tank down, which it ended up doing. I think unemployment claims came out during this time. But the price action I want to actually see here on JCP or the inverse is failure of this level and not price breaking through that level, especially breaking through the daily level and the trend line. So because of that, I ended up closing the position. But this was a Dippin' Dot, which based off of a daily bearish engulfing candle. If I have a daily bearish engulfing candle through a daily level, I'm holding that position regardless of the price action that we see off of the level, which I was not trading it like that due to this hourly time frame structure. So I was really pissed at myself after price tanked. Now, regardless, price ended up going back up, and I would have been stopped out here if I didn't take partials through this level, which likely during this week I probably would not have taken partials, but it would have ended up being a loser at about the same level anyway. But still could have traded this a lot better than I did. Lost 0.21 R. And then on Friday, AUDJPY daily 3-legged JCP. How did I execute this trade? Manual entry after divergence of level, and the SL was hit. I did everything I was supposed to here. I could have been more patient for the previous low to be taken out on the daily time frame. So on the daily, we're looking at 3-legged JCP. Got this impulsive move here. Got a correction with 3 legs here, and it was within this candle, I believe, that I got my alert that went off, and I was looking for price to push up from this point after this zone. Now that was before price actually broke below this low, which on these three-legged JCPs, I like to see price break below this previous leg here, previous swing low here. So could have done better by waiting for that to actually happen on this day, which I ended up getting it here, and this was actual re-entry that I got there. And on the hourly time frame, this is what we're looking like. Got divergence here after price failed to break this low here and went within that zone. So that looked like a pretty good buy to me. So I went ahead and bought it. Price failed to break above this level, this new resistance level, and ended up taking down and gave me a new setup down here. EURUSD got a daily flag broken and retested with a corrective phase pullback on the 5-minute time frame. Had a manual entry and a 50% drawdown cut. Could have cut it a bit earlier. Here on the 5-minute time frame, let me go ahead and bring up TradingView because we have the actual setup on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, got this impulsive move here, got this corrective formation here. We got multiple failures of this level, about 1.083s. And then on the 5-minute time frame, it's where we broke that level, broke this flag formation, and got a minor pullback here. And I entered off of this candle here and set my stop beneath that low. And price came back down for another test and then went up. On my personal account, I was able to get back in, but on my funded account, I didn't get back in. And what I'm tracking on YouTube are my funded accounts. End of the year, I will go ahead and give an update on my personal account and at the yearly review. And that was the final trade of the week. Lost about negative 0.77 R. Now my review did accomplish my goal from last week, which was to be as detailed as possible on every completed DRC. I want to see paragraphs. There's a lot more value I could be providing on each write-up that I do. Now, I would say there were 3 really good DRCs this week, which had value in them. Some significant takeaways that I can actually add to my systems and test to figure out some things. But this was a subjective goal, so I want to be more objective going into next month or next week. So I want to keep my loss below 7R. Just do better than this week. This is the lowest performing R week, not percentage week, R week, mainly due to slippage. But obviously can do better, can cut it a little bit more, not take positions on the 1-minute time frame with tight stops, about 3 pips. The ridiculous trade that I took, but gotta do better. Can do better. Will do better. AUDJPY for my 2 ideas for next week. Got a daily bullish flag, looking to add to the position as many times as possible. So I'm already in this position. This is what I was talking about. AUDJPY. Got this 3-legged formation. Price dipped below this daily level. And looking for price to come back up within this range and push to the top of the range. And ideally, I'd like to see price just continue to rally up. But if it does continue to rally up, I'll go ahead and extend some of the ads that I have here, or the ads that I'm looking to add in the position if price continues pushing up. Then we got Euro AUD. If there's failure at 1.6333 and price is outside of the ATR range, I'll enter for a buy here. It's a very simple trade, just a nice impulse and pullback here. Looking for failure at this level here, 1.6333, and for price to push up to that daily level. And this is mainly because we got this channel here, looking for a price to retest the channel. Could come as low as this point, but there's a lot of You can see I like this area better. Something I didn't notice is that volume picked up around this area, but not right there. You know what? Well, I'm waiting for price action anyway. Okay, okay. If I don't get price action, if I don't get failure here, I won't. If I get failure here, I'll enter here. If I get failure here, I'll enter here as well. So I'll set 2 alerts there. That's my review for the week. No winning days, no winning trades, but can do better next week. Just sets up next week for easy to perform better next week. All right. So let's go ahead and end the video there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.